Orange County's not just growing, it's transforming. From a $3 billion rebuild in Santa Ana to a brand new village rising from an old golf course in Irvine, the Orange County you know is already changing. But what's wild is how different these 4 projects are and what it says about where we're headed in Orange County. Today, I'm going to show you how each one of these changes is rewriting the rules for housing, commuting, and even high-end living. And the last one, it might be the biggest shift Orange County's ever seen. Let's get into it. First topic, Related Bristol. Our first new big thing is actually massive, like game-changing. We're talking about what might be the biggest news in Santa Ana's entire history of 154 years. The Santa Ana City Council unanimously approved a $2.9 billion budget for Related Bristol and the mixed-use development project. That was October 2024. There's going to be a transformation of the 41-acre Metro Town Square shopping center. We're going to have over 3,700 residential units. Most of those will be apartments. There will be a 200-unit senior living tower, a 250-room upscale hotel. That's in the first phase, so it's coming right at the beginning. And 350,000 square feet of commercial space. That's retail, that's restaurants, that's offices. In this development, there's also going to be over 13 acres of publicly accessible parks, plazas, and walkways. And I know you're already worried about parking because we love our parking in Orange County. There's going to be over 6,500 on-site parking spaces across multiple structures, so we'll be good. Let's talk about the actual construction. Construction is going to begin early 2026. There's going to be 3 phases across 10 years. First, they're going to start in the southern portion, then the northeast portion, and they'll be complete by 2036. Seems like a long timeline, but I think it's going to come faster than we realize. But wait until later in this video when I show you how another project took a completely different approach to development density. Before we get into that, I'm going to tell you about the community benefits and the economic impact of this development. There will be an estimated $544 million in community benefits, $22 million just to the city's community benefit fund, and over 16,000 one-time construction jobs. That's $1.5 billion in labor income citywide. This project is also going to bring in $500 million in net revenue for Santa Ana just the first 30 years. Related Bristol, it's not just another development. It's showing that you can really build dense urban spaces without giving up on parks, green space, and great amenities. No more concrete jungles. It's a model for how Orange County can grow smarter and not just bigger. And while we're talking about fresh approaches to development, let's head into the foothills. There's something really interesting happening there. But first, if you haven't met me yet, I'm Kina De Santis. If you're serious about finding the best places to live or invest in Orange County, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I break down the hottest real estate markets, hidden gem neighborhoods, and where your money goes the furthest. All right, let's talk about my favorite upcoming development, Orange Heights. So here's the scoop. The Orange Heights development has been in the pipeline since way back in 2005. But after 2 decades of planning, construction finally kicked off August 2024. So Orange Heights originally had planned 12,300 homes on 7,000 acres. That was back in 2005, but they massively scaled it back to less than 10% of that. We're looking at 1,180 single-family homes on 396 acres. The Irvine company donated the rest of the 6,600 acres to Orange County as permanent open space. And that's about 90% preservation. Construction began in August 2024, and I'm actually refreshing that website every week to see what the updates are. Here's what we have so far. There's a lot of housing and trail features. The upscale single-family homes are going to have direct access to trails. There's new public trails connecting Irvine Regional Park to Peters Canyon. This is the first time that they're going to be connected, and those are 2 of people's favorite places to go on a walk, a hike, and hang out. They're also enhancing the Mountain to Sea Trail along Jamboree. They relocated Puma Ridge Trail with better public access, and the preservation mindset is totally different from what the Irvine company is doing with their golf course project, which I'll show you in the next section. Let's get into the actual infrastructure and design. So what's coming to this community as far as infrastructure and design go? We have widened roads, improved access points. Of course, like I mentioned, the enhanced trail crossings at Santiago Canyon Road, Chapman Avenue, and Canyon View. We're already right by Orange Park Acres, but this is going to be another equestrian-friendly feature. Shy areas, specialized push buttons at equestrian height. Orange Heights will also have dedicated bike lanes to separate equestrian from hiking trails. And if you couldn't tell earlier, with the 90% preservation, a big part of this is about that environmental preservation. The Red Rock Wilderness area opened May 2024. That's 8 miles of trails. The Saddleback Wilderness Trailhead, 3.3 miles of trails. It's going to have 360-degree views. It's an interconnected open space network east of the 241. Orange Heights proves you can have luxury development without losing what makes Orange County unique. They're building fewer homes, but focusing on preserving that open space and creating value that will last for generations. And I told you I would tell you about the golf course project, so let's get into it. Let's talk about the Oak Creek Golf Course. Here's the deal. The Irvine company just submitted official plans to transform the 193-acre Oak Creek Golf Course into a huge residential community. It's going to be called Spectrum District Village with about 3,100 homes. Crazy, right? This is going to be a 235-acre project between Jeffrey Road and Sand Canyon Avenue. Think south of the 5 freeway near the Irvine Spectrum Center. There will be 1,500 single-family homes on that former golf course site and 1,600 apartment units. The adjacent land was previously zoned for offices. The community will have a new elementary school. It's developer funded. The community center is actually going to be the repurposed golf course clubhouse. There will be parks, pools, pedestrian pathways throughout. There's a village feel design concept, and there's a lot of developments that benefit the city. We have up to $96 million in fees to the city. There's a long-term lease on the former Barnes & Noble area, the Woodbridge Village Center, if you know, and that's going to be turned into a city library. There's a 6-acre site in North Irvine, which is going to be a future library, a park, and a community center. There's 315 acres of open space just in that North Irvine area, and 250 acres are actually producing orchards. Sounds like a great development, but what's the timeline? The Irvine City Council voted 7-0 in May 2025 to continue these negotiations. The planning process is up to 18 months. This is the first new village since the Eastwood development in 2016. The housing mandate says that there's going to be over 2,300 new homes by October 2029. That's an SCAG requirement. And the city population has already grown 34% in the last decade. The Oak Creek project shows just how desperate Orange County is for housing. When even prime golf course land is up for grabs, you know that the shortage is serious. But the Irvine company isn't just dumping houses. They're building full communities with everything people need. And here's something really interesting. All of these developments have one big thing in common that could change how people get around all of Orange County. Things are about to get really interesting. Enter OC Streetcar. Now, this one's really exciting. Orange County is about to get its first modern electric streetcar system, and I think it's really going to change how people get around Orange County. The OC Streetcar is going to span 4 miles. It's going to start at the Santa Ana Regional Transportation Center and go to the Harbor Transportation Center in Garden Grove. There will be 8 Siemens S700 streetcars manufactured in Sacramento. The vehicles are going to be about 90 feet long, over 100,000 pounds, and they will hold 211 passengers. That's 62 seated and 149 standing. 70% will have low floor design, that's ADA compliant, and there will be a maximum of 44 miles per hour. The cars will have 4 sets of double doors on either side. They'll have dedicated bicycle areas and 4 wheelchair spaces. As of May 2025, this project was 92% complete. The first vehicle was delivered and unveiled, and they're expecting this service to start in spring 2026. In summer 2025, they're focusing a lot on testing the vehicles, and with $649 million in total costs, they're expecting this to be a really great project. Federal funding, state funding, and local funding all paid for this $649 million project, and it wasn't cheap because originally they had a $288 million budget. Here's the thing, the Orange County Streetcar isn't just about getting from point A to B. It's about linking all of these developments and turning Orange County into more of a metro area. Right now, we're really reliant on our cars, and it's hard to get around without one. I think this is going to be a big development in Orange County, especially for these big commercial developments. So now you know what's coming, and here's what it means for you. Orange County is going through one of the biggest changes it's been through in decades with 4 of these major projects. We've got Related Bristol's Urban Green Living, Orange Heights, Luxury Homes with Nature, and Oak Creek's golf course conversion, and the Orange County Streetcar hopefully connecting it all. With over $10 billion invested, Orange County is becoming more urban, more connected, more diverse. So if you're buying property here, whether you're buying to live or as an investment, focus on areas near new transit like Santa Ana, Garden Grove, or those luxury spots like Orange Heights. These projects are going to take years to finish. So now's the time to plan ahead. Ready to dive deeper into Orange County real estate? If you have questions, want more information, you can reach out to me, hello@reframere.com, and we're happy to help. Take it from a local who's been here my entire life. Orange County is a great place not just to invest your money, but also to live. Trust me, if you're thinking about moving here, knowing the difference can really save you money. Thanks for watching and happy house hunting.